Hello everybody, this may be episode 85 of Music Real Talk with Marbin. We are here on cruise to the fucking edge.
That's right.
To the motherfucking edge. We're all edging. And this is day 2 of the cruise.
We didn't edge yesterday, did we?
Can I tell you?
We were on the edge.
Should I tell them the story of day 1?
Of course.
Alright. So, listen, Danny's going through some shit, right? So we decided we need some marijuana products to make the cruise enjoyable.
You decided. You also, after last time that Everett was jonesing.
Yeah, Everett, also our drummer, is addicted to weed, and it's like if he doesn't have it for like 3 hours, he becomes. He has a medical condition that starts to develop. It's called bummeritis. So it just becomes a huge bummer. Anyways, here's my whole plan. So I had 3 gummies and a vape pen that a fan gave me, and I needed to get it on the boat. And I started off by thinking about it like a dumb, smart person. No, like a smart dumb person. So I thought about taking out, like opening up my amp. My plan was this, to open up because I'm bringing like a head on tour. So there's you need a specific Allen wrench to unscrew it. Then I was gonna like duct tape it to the chassis and do that. And thank God I didn't do that, because they put everything through an X-ray machine. They even looked at my pedals for like a weird shape that was in there. I just put it in. The guy like in the show 2 days ago just told me, just put it like, sometimes you need dumb smart people, because he was like, you just gotta put it where it looks like it belongs. Like if it's gummies, put it like buy gummies that aren't weed and put it with the gummies. And if it's like a pen looking thing, put it like, with makeup or, this. And I was like, yeah, that makes more sense. So I just moved it to my suitcase and just put it in my toiletry bag. Anyways, so, I was a little nervous because it's international waters. You can get really fucked for doing it.
You have a hug code, international code.
Yeah, they prosecute you with the Israeli Prime Minister. But anyways, so we get on the boat and we give the porters like all the merch and the suitcases to bring to the rooms, and we carry all the gear because we were playing first. We had to carry all the gear straight to the stage. We go on, we play a show. It's badass. We're like in this big theater. People are showing up. Like we play first, energy is high. We play really well. It's nice. We get to the room. All of our luggage is there except for the suitcase with the weed in it. Like we got everything else, every other piece of luggage. And I start freaking out because I'm like making plans like shit. They bust me, like they have to report me to the authorities, maybe throw us off the boat.
So we googled what's going on, and we said that if they flagged if you have weed in your suitcase and they found it, they flag it and you don't get it. So it's either with Port Authority or on the ship in like a naughty place.
Yeah.
Like a naughty store.
And it has all my shit in it. Like I'm wearing shorts and flip-flops. It has all my clothes, toothbrush, like everything.
Yeah.
Like the microphone for the podcast.
Might as well just, don't go get it.
Yeah, just leave.
Well bench shelves.
Yeah, just buy a shirt, start a new life here, buy a toothbrush, buy some new shirts, and leave everything. And I was just like mulling it over in my mind.
And we're looking over it and again.
And it's hours.
Contact with just next spot they,
Yeah, and hours.
And we're like, you manage getting home.
Hours go by and I just feel like I have this feeling like in the pit of my stomach, like fuck, like I really fucked up this time. This is just a fuck up. It was a stupid idea. I did it for people to have a little bit of fun, and now we're all just gonna get off this boat. So anyway, I go to guest services. And I'm like,
Danny decided that he's gonna pretend that he's gonna see if they have it or if they left it in port, and that he's gonna pretend that he didn't know.
Yeah, I was gonna pretend like it's a 90s action movie where somebody gets framed. Like the porters framed me. It's like it's an evil scheme. It's like it's like it's like gummies. Like what do you mean? What do you do with gummies? What are gummies? It's like I'm Mormon.
For children?
Like I don't need vitamins. Anyways, so yeah, I go down to guest services, and I talk to the guy, and I see and he's like, yeah, we have the suitcase right here, and I see a sticker on it. It says with like a piece of duct tape, call.
But you're trying to get it, and he was like, no, not yet.
Not yet. And then he's like, picks up the phone. It has a sticker on it. It says, call security. And literally, my heart sinks to my pants, and I like just in my underwear, and I just I go, yeah. Danny had his back, like he was at a distance, like, you have to come with me. You have to come with me and deal with this head on.
I was talking to an officer named Twinkle.
Yeah.
And I was like, is your name really Twinkle?
Anyway, the two security officers get there.
No way.
I don't know. The two security officers get there, and it's like, sir, is this your suitcase? I was like, yes. And he gets, and he's like, you have contraband in there? Like, do you have weapons? It's like, no. And he gets down on his knees, and he's like, and it's like, do you have scissors? And I'm like, I have like a shaving kit. There's scissors in there. And he takes it out and he puts 3 fingers and he measures the scissors against his 3 fingers. He's like, oh, those are fine. And he gives me the suitcase and we walk away. We're just screaming like at the top of our lungs. Literally, there's like 1,000 people around us in this shopping mall on water. And we're just like, scissors! Scissors!
And then we were talking before, like when we imagined, because we went to deal with our merch, when we came back, we imagined like, oh, wouldn't be the best thing if a suitcase was
right there?
Yeah,
like the only
something
thing
that's
that's
better.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude. So, from that point on, we were having the best time. Let me tell you.
Well, we had got me immediately.
Yeah.
And
And then we're just like, fuck.
it was crazy.
Oh. So, but yeah, with all the power, all the weed in the world, I can tell you this cannot make a Stu Ham concert enjoyable. Jesus Christ, what the fuck was that? I thought we were going to go try to see some music. I was excited because, the whole world felt like it was one in my mind, except for the fucking unison lines in that show. It's like, that's not together. Like, everything else felt like it was together for the power of the gummy. But that shit was not together. My God. It's like, because he used to play with like everybody in the 80s in the style, and he did a good job, like, Joe Satriani and people like that. Like, he could stay in that lane, but it's like if John started a band, it'd just be the writing would be a little crazy.
But he already has a band. They play the 4 seasons.
That's true. But like a fusion band that's like really straightforward, like trying to get it in band. You know what I mean? Not because John's like even when it is his own music, it's a kind of like his softer side of everything. But like if you just try to like,
not trying to do Marbin.
Yeah, if he tries to do, because that's what I think Stu Ham's concept was, like, let's do this, but with bass. I'm the guy. Like, Joe Satriani isn't the guy. I'm the guy.
The way they mix it is
a lot of bass. Yeah. And it's so weird because in the 80s, like, that's the thing that kept popping into my head because he was doing some tapping and some slapping. And, like, they really marketed people like that, like the sweep guy, the tap guy, the technique guy. Steve Vai.
It just didn't age great,
But I'm saying that, like, when you're on stage playing on A minor on a rock groove, you're never the sweep guy. Even if you can't do one thing. You're just playing the way you play.
Yeah, but you.
That's where jazz people really got it right, and rock instrumental musicians really got it wrong. Like,
with jazz, you become also from like this young, excited person, and you become basically
a dignified legend.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you have this transition, and with this rock people.
Yeah, you just
walk like that. You can't
yeah, because when they're young, you go from like a beautiful, handsome man to like a meth addicted woman. That's what they look like when they turn 50. They look like a trailer park meth girl. Like, still wearing you see a lot of these people on the cruise, man. Like, droopy faces and, like, too much drugs over the years. And, yeah. Like, the musicians real. I mean, yeah, the rock musicians don't age well. That's for sure.
What about the Rolling Stones?
So, could you believe we're gonna go see El Di Meola tonight? But we heard that he's playing acoustic, dude.
Well, we don't know that. That's just a rumor.
It's a rumor.
It's a vicious rumor.
I think it's. I would bet you that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Is there anybody else we're supposed to watch?
This one guy. So we were like, we were wasted playing gypsy jazz for all sorts of people yesterday, just everywhere on the boat, and this one guy was like, "You guys sound great," and walked away. And I was like, "You're a famous guitar. Like, I know this guy. It's like a guy that opens for Tommy Emmanuel all the time. Has like millions and millions of views. He's the guy that does all the Tonewood amps."
I want you to just Google that instead.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's see. Fingerstyle guitarist, Tonewood amp. Oh yeah, I don't have internet. Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
We need to go it later.
Oh right.
We can also announce people got the VIP packages.
Oh, dude, the hats are fucking sick.
Yeah, you guys, everybody who didn't get a VIP package.
Dude,
you guys are fools.
We're gonna have to actually print those hats separate from that because they're just
one day
because they're so sick. I mean, I never wore a hat in my life, and I wear that hat.
Hats,
Yeah, we've been hat boys. It's just amazing. So, yeah, did you have fun? How's clearing your head a little bit?
I wouldn't say I cleared my head that much, but it was good. It was a good
At
time.
some moments, your head looked like it wasn't on your mind.
No,
I was
for sure. I had a great time yesterday. It was good. It was a good day, especially with stuff with Cecil.
Yeah.
I thought he was baiting you, because I thought he's going through the options from the least worst to the worst,
Yeah.
and gonna hit Wade somewhere towards the end. But no, it's a stuff with Cecil.
It's just so good. Yeah, I mean,
Because it doesn't make any sense that they would find it.
I wouldn't know how. They have to go through like 30,000 bags or some shit. Here, open the door.
Housekeeping this here.
No, it's not housekeeping. Oh, it's probably Everett or something. Guys, you're gonna have to bear with us in this amateur hour of a podcast.
Hey,
Stuff in the morning.
Yeah, it's tough. Anyway, we got interrupted, but what are we talking about? Cruise stuff.
No, it was a good times today. We went crazy. We went to sleep really late.
Yeah, it was. It felt like we were wilding out.
Yeah, we were.
It's amazing. I love playing gypsy. I just love like anybody. It's like, hey guys, why are you playing gypsy? Just like right here, right now.
Yeah, right now.
So right now. We're not. You don't need to
Very
fight.
interesting songs are just also perfect.
Yeah.
Amount just bouncing around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, you don't need to sit there and like.
No, it shouldn't be an hour. No, yesterday was great. We're gonna party again tonight.
Yeah, for
Actually,
sure.
don't hate it playing early because we do have a whole day to.
Yeah, just fucking going nuts. It was awesome. Just hanging out in the hot tub.
Yeah, we're
having
really
drinks.
Gonna do the same thing today.
Yeah, I mean, there's not too much you can do here.
Eating 1,000 million calories a fucking
Dude, so we're going down this elevator, and I was like, this guy came in with a plate, and
amount.
yeah, with a mountain on a plate, and it had mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, a piece of chicken, a piece of beef, a piece of pork, and a fish. And I was just like, I told him, it's like, I really like having chicken, pork, beef, fish too. and the elevator was packed and nobody laughed, even though it's a great joke.
Yeah, it's also well, everybody eats because that's what you eat in a buffet. That's what we eat too. It's like for breakfast we eat like Indian eggs, bacon, like everything unrelated.
Bacon, watermelon, chicken, fried steak.
Yeah,
just pack your plate with like. You know,
because
your brain, like, you walk down this huge line and you can't possibly even like try all the food, and all the food is terrible, you know. And
it wasn't that bad. The first meal was the fucking worst.
No, I mean,
but after that,
you know what I mean. It's not that bad, but none of it's that good.
Was bad. No, the first meal was fucking horrific.
Sure, but I'm saying like all the food here is kind of whack. Like there's something off about everything.
Yeah, well, it's. How I feel like it's a completely different type of cooking. You know, if you make dinner for like 2 more people, you're like, oh, how much do I put in?
Yeah.
So if you have to make it for 20,000 people, you're like, how much paprika do you put in? when you make it for 20,000 people.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they have like a robot. It makes it like in the furnace of the
I'm
ship.
saying it's you don't. I'm saying if you put. Okay, so it's like when you make.
No, of course you can.
No, you make shakshuka. You put one spoon of paprika, right?
Yeah.
But if you put a little bit less, a little bit more, it doesn't matter. But if you do 20,000 times, the difference becomes big of a little bit less, a little bit more.
Right.
So I think the error margin are just fucking huge.
Yeah.
So everything has to be overcooked.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing. Everything has to be overcooked, and you know, sugar, salt.
It was great. Second dinner was awesome.
Yeah, second dinner was great.
Second dinner was the best. It was night dinner. That's really what we had. We just invented a new meal.
Yeah.
There was no way to avoid it too.
Picking out this, we never do it, so I think it's good. It's good to do it.
Yeah, you really see how you become one of these monsters. The path is so paved.
Dude, I was telling Dan yesterday, how much, if I just stay here and eat, how much can I gain in one fucking night? Like in one sitting, how much can I gain? How much can I eat? Because I always feel like I can eat forever.
Yeah,
But
well,
I really feel like that. I know I probably can.
You did have a fucking brilliant idea at breakfast with having anorexic people followed by obese people. Like
no,
if
we don't follow. You pair them together, like,
Yeah.
and we have to hang out with each other.
like you have an anorexic and he's like leading the way in a buffet, and you have like an obese person and you tell him that he has to eat what that guy eats.
No, it's the opposite. The obese person, it's the anorexic person has to eat what the obese person eats. Because the obese person will feel shame and will eat less, but it will still be way more than what the anorexic person eats.
Right. So his idea of normal will, yeah, that's a
We're
great.
gonna have to balance each other out.
That's
somehow.
amazing. That's like the step up from like like a therapy dog.
Yeah, you get like you're a obese person.
Yeah, they really if they have like mergers for like
It's
if
good for both of them.
a merger between an overeating clinic and an anorexic clinic would they just need to make them hang out.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but we don't have obese clinics. It's called the hospital.
It's literally like I don't know what it is. It's it's Cinnabon. You just like open a Cinnabon in every anorexic clinic and let these people just hang out.
Yeah, and it's like you fit that person. It's like we barely eat. You don't have to spend that much money.
Yeah,
So
that's true. Probably what will happen in reality is that they'll develop relationships where the anorexic people give away the little food they would have eaten, and the obese people are just like, ah, these ones will perish and die, and the other ones would explode. So yeah, in other news, I actually don't know if I should tell this on the podcast because I feel like this guy listens to it, but I will. We were playing a show in Hollywood, Florida, this past Friday.
yeah. Well, I wasn't there, but yeah.
Yeah, Danny wasn't there, and we had this guy who took a few guitar lessons with me, and is like a fan of the music, and he's a great guy, religious, very like he's Christian, but like talks to all the time about like the Old Testament, and I like him a lot. He's articulate, he's nice, and he came to the show, and we were talking, we were sitting at the table, we were playing in a place called Twisted Root Kava Bar. Kava, like not sparkling wine with a C, like kava with a K is I guess is the root of some plant, and it's supposed to give you this body high. I had a few cups. Well, first of all, I drank it at the beginning, and my tongue was just going totally numb. And I was like, Darren, the guy that booked us, I was asking him, like, is this normal? And he's like, that only if you're, like, severely allergic. And I was like, and then he's like, no, I'm fucking with you. Yeah, it happens to everybody. I was like, and, but, I did feel it for sure. Like, it basically turns you into a hippie. Like, what it feels like you know what it feels like? Right now. It feels like a hangover. It feels like this. Like you're definitely not high, but you're not recovered. So yeah. So that's kava. Anyways, I sit down with this guy at the table. He has a big beer. He's talking to me about the Old Testament. I'm like, do you like kava? He's like, no, I don't drink anything that alters my consciousness. And I was like, you don't drink coffee? He's like, no, I don't drink coffee. He's like, and then he's like, and he goes to the bartender and he asks for 2 cups, and they're just empty cups. And I go, okay. He's just sitting there with like 2 empty cups. So, anyways, we go to set up, play the show. There's like this corridor. It connects the bar room and the kitchen. My guitar's in a case there, so I go to take it to go on stage, and I see that guy, like with his face to the wall, with his back to me, you know, and he's holding the 2 empty cups and stuff, and it looks like he's praying. He's just like, I'm like, oh shit, man, this guy's like deep in prayer. So I'm like, that's a little weird.
Maybe that's a way to Mecca. It's like by the wall in the hallway.
Yeah, that's the direction of Mecca or something, exactly. And I go back on stage, and we're literally about to start the first note, and then I see like the manager running from that corridor and runs to the booker, and he's whispering something in his ear. And then the booker runs to another guy and whispers something in his ear. And everybody, they're kind of freaking out, and then they go to the guy. And now he's sitting in front of me, like waiting for the show to start, and he's drinking from his 2 cups. And they're like, they start like talking intensely, and they're like, you gotta leave. I forgot to tell you a detail too. And the guy's like, I understand. And I hear him say like, I didn't realize you're not allowed to do that here. And he did say that. And he's gone, you know. And the booker comes and talks to me. He's like, you guys have some weird fans. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, well, he's pointing at the cups, and he's like, that ain't kava. Like, what do you mean? It's like, it's piss. He pissed in the cups in the hallway, and he sat down and drank it. And I'm like, no. He's like, yeah. So anyway, we go. His mom is like loaded. We stayed in like a $10 million mansion at least, like in Fort Lauderdale after the show, and him and his wife was super nice, pregnant too. Like we're hanging out. They're just mind blown by this. They never saw a person drink his own piss before.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Me neither. And you know, we're just like having a good time, eating Chinese food, talking, laughing. So the next day I wake up after a horrible, worst night of sleep of my life in this mansion. These psychopaths keep the fucking air on 63 degrees. It's insanity. They had 2 dogs outside the room too, just barking all night long, and a fucking parrot. I was in the fucking jungle. Anyways, I go out. Freezing jungle in winter. I go out of my room, sit by this big pool. John's there too, and I'm just like, dude, I have this guy's number. I gotta call him and get his side of the story, because you know that's a little crazy to me.
Yeah, there's no way
there's no way that's what actually happened. And John runs over when I dial him, and he's like, don't call him. I was like, why not? It's like, it's perfect right now, like, don't ruin it. It's like, I need to know. So I was like, okay. And I have it on speaker, you know. And he picks up. It's like, hey Danny. He's like, hey man, what happened last night? It's like, oh, I got kicked out. He's like, I noticed. And then he goes, did you ever hear about urinotherapy? I was like, no, never, can't say that I did. He's like, I basically drink my own piss. And then he told, dude, I mean, again, listen, man, I'm not, if you're listening, guy, you do you. I just want to tell you that it's just odd for us. So it's odd for a lot of people. But, you know, trying to be not judgmental. Is that John?
Yeah.
John, hop in here for a second. Come here.
Hey guys.
Hey.
How's it going, Marbin fans?
Hey, Shkin. All right, so we're talking about the morning with the piss.
Yeah.
When we found out.
So let me start by saying. So you told the story already?
I told the story. We're now by the pool.
We're by the pool. So I told Danny, don't call the guy, because I didn't want to lose the magic of the memory, because I didn't see it go down, so I still had this movie in my head of what happened. I didn't want the truth to ruin that. But you did call him, and I'm glad you did, because he doubled down so hard.
On drinking the piss.
Wait.
Oh
just
yeah,
let
he
it
didn't
go
just. I mean, he didn't just confirm that he did it. He preached his whole gospel on why we should too.
Yeah. You guys enjoy breakfast.
Okay.
Come meet us at 10:30 here.
You got it.
Okay. So he was saying how what is that? Oh, he basically said like, did you ever drink your own piss? And I was just like, can't say that I have. And it's like, bullshit. I have to call bullshit because you were in your mom's womb. You drank her piss, you drank your piss, and then
on the wall, like if he goes to a urinal, it's like the waste.
yeah.
You know
That's
what I
what I'm saying. Yeah, when John peed in the green room, like in the water closet, and I peed on his pee, I was like, it's like we're making quite the wall. I don't know. In any case, that shit was fucking funny. That's like, regardless of whether you believe in it or not, you gotta be able to see the humor in it. It's amazing. Yeah.
Well, I don't get it but he does drink. He has to drink a ton of water, right?
No, I think he drank water once. And it's just recycling. That's why it's so important not to miss a drop.
But I thought it's supposed to fuck you up if you do it more than a couple of times.
I'm not sure. I actually wonder what it's like if you put it in a soda stream.
But
Like, what beer does it taste like? If you then put it in the fridge, like, it's probably not gonna be that different. Ben used to do this thing all the time where he would like pee up like a fountain and pretend to drink it. That was funny.
Ben used to do a lot of things. Oh, Benny.
Yeah, we miss him. He's a good time. Anyway, yeah, we were.
It's a little bit tough to do a podcast when you.
No, it's good. We were last night. We were in a hot tub, and this super drunk girl that's like dating like a friend of John's was there, and she heard about what happened to Danny, and she literally came up to him and she was like, "Are you sad?
Does that hurt? It's like, lady,
Does it hurt?"
Lady.
That was a great interaction.
Well, she seems like her life is also in shambles. So.
Yeah.
What I thought was funny today was that it changed my mind about the Israeli-Arab conflict.
Why?
Because the guy did a cannonball into the pool, and when people complain, it's like, I did warn you. And then it made me think about the Israelis bombing Gaza, and we always like, yeah, but we warned them.
It still sucked. Still was
like, yeah, I'm gonna destroy a building, but I'm warning you. So I was like, dude, I don't have any sympathies for this guy that cannonballed into our jacuzzi.
That's the fucking weird thing about hanging out. Like, some people just are, it's not that they're crazy in the way that like I appreciate, which is like make crazy decisions and live crazy.
It's
they're
not
like,
that they have crazy thoughts and they view the world in a crazy, like, interesting way.
yeah, they just behave like toddlers, like toddlers that weigh 300 pounds. You know,
Yeah.
it's like that's a crazy that you just don't want to be around. It's just unpleasant. It's like, splash. It's like, that's not a joke, man. That's just uncool, man. Just don't do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oof, my head.
Yeah.
We promised everybody the Tinder stuff, but I don't feel like I have the energy right now to go on this rant.
you can. How's Tindering?
No, I'm just saying, okay, Kyle.
You can do it. You can do it.
No, let's do something else. We might have to do it for the next one. I'm just saying because I do know that I did say it last time. So we're gonna talk about it in the next podcast, which we're gonna do probably in a day or two.
Probably.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll have more stuff to say. I'm trying to think what else happened yesterday.
It's just like great times,
It's funny, we started our show on
fun,
time.
laughter. Yeah, we're the only band. You know that the other band
band
4 hours
4 hours
late.
Yeah,
They pushed the schedule so much.
4 hours. It's like, dude.
We're the only band in, like the guy was saying, like in the cruise's history, that started on time on the first day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, never happened
Who's that
before.
guy? Nick?
Huh?
Nick or...
The front of the house person yesterday
Oh,
at
really?
the show. So it never happened before
We could have
once.
started before.
We were ready. We
already
were waiting for
drinking.
them.
Yeah, we were already going around drinking
Yeah.
before the show. So,
Yeah.
dude, that show was fun.
Yeah, it was really fun.
But playing only for an hour is so fucking short. That's the one thing.
Yeah, hour and a half is like the minimum.
Yeah. Hour and a half is perfect. It's a great time.
I don't like going much over.
Yeah. 80 is good. Between 80 and 90 is kind of good.
Yeah.
But yeah, under is always like you have to put stuff out that's crucial to the show.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Shows are they develop to be a fine balance of what you're doing with, like, you know, with the entire time slot. You can't just take one and it's not the same show. You know, when you talk, like, if you think about like a Beethoven symphony, if you take out a section, it's still boring.
Yeah.
But with our music, it really changes everything.
Yeah, we got enough stuff for us today. But I thought it was good. Like we could have added the tango. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The tango would have made it like a more whole set.
Yeah.
But it was
What
good.
do you think they would have kicked us off?
Yeah, I think they had just after we were done, they were doing
The soundtrack for the next game.
emergency stuff.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like right after we were done, so I think we were waiting for that.
Mm.
Yeah. No, it's been a good time. I had some good jokes today. I'm just still tired. I don't remember because I did want to say some of them on the podcast. Oh, I know what I want to talk about.
What?
Not the Tinder. I'm going to talk about the Tinder stuff, but it's so long that I don't want to start it now. But I had a change of mind economically about globalization. I think it's the worst thing that ever fucking happened.
Really?
Well, it's just we pay all those people in third world countries or second world countries. We pay them money to be completely useless idiots. And they're not, they're not necessarily. Do you know what I mean? Like they would do stuff that's more. We had to take a COVID test, so there's a thing with the cruises that you pay like $100 a test. It was not $100 a test, but it was like way too expensive. How much was it? Do you remember?
It was like $150 for 6 tests.
Yeah. 190 I think for 6 tests. So it was like way
It's WebMD. It's like an internet service where you pay for.
No, it's not WebMD. WebMD is it's
EMD.
something
Right,
like that.
right.
So there's a guy you call India, and then they look at you like you have an OnlyFans, and they tell you what to do, but instead of paying you, they tell you that you don't have COVID, and it's just we like swish it to the right, and we kept asking, it's like left nostril first, then right, and I'm like your left, my left, like I could not stop asking a stupid question, and then the guy, but it's we're paying people in India to look at us shove those sticks up our noses. For the disease that we were vaccinated against and had. It's just there is no way that motherfucker can do something better for India. Like build a fucking build a cave or something. You know what I mean? But instead of doing this, go pet a cow. It's like do something better than looking at me shove it up my nose. Did you understand my point?
Yeah, that
And
you're
it's the
creating
same thing of
people
the cruise,
who are actually unproductive in reality.
Yeah, and we take the cruise too, and it's like, because if you had to pay this person more than $1 a week, you would never pay it. It's like, if it was like, we have to pay somebody $20 an hour to look at somebody pushing stuff up, and I was like, let's just trust them. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's like, you would not have it. So we're taking all those people from around the world and just making them useless cunts. Like the people that work on the cruise ship too, we don't need all of them.
Right.
The only reason why we need all of them is because, like, basically, remember slavery? It was kind of like that, only you can't whip them. It's like, that's why we have this. It's like having all those people from poor places that the ship collected. I think we have a main hunter, and they go, and then they dock in poor places in Europe and Africa. We just go and hunt those people.
Yep.
And bring them to work on the ship. So it's.
But occasionally you see a guy here like from like a thriving
From
country.
Austria.
It's like Austria. It's like, how'd they get you? Are you like the dumbest person in Austria?
Yeah, it's like,
what are you doing?
I was on a hike. I was on a hike in Slovakia.
They got
They
caught.
got me in the net. But I'm saying you don't need that many of them here. The only reason
No, there's literally a lady that's meant to say wash your hands, washy, wash your hands.
but it's like you listen. You eat in the buffet, and you have two people looking at you the entire time, waiting for you to put your fork down so they can jump and take your plate away. It's like we can have one of these people doing like not one, but we can have like 3 people doing it instead of 30.
Yeah.
And it's fine. So. But it's like we want to give you the feeling of slave, like of slave luxury.
Yeah.
You know, of like everybody is serving on you hand and foot, and it's so crazy to me. It's like those people can do something.
Dude.
Those people are capable. They can do something better. But they can't get paid more. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's insane.
I just remembered yesterday, like we had the gummies, and then we went to hang out. And where our cabins are, there's like this long hallway, and we opened the door and we started walking, and there are 2 black ladies there, and one of them has long dreads. They're both dressed in like black leather. One of them has a top hat on and like dreads to her ass.
And they're walking one after the other without talking.
In a line, yeah, they're walking without talking. They're each carrying 2 cakes and a glass of champagne. Yeah. So there's like 4 cakes total,
and 2 glasses of champagne.
And 2 glasses of champagne, and we're just like, I just got so high, and I'm walking behind them, and it literally felt like I'm in a Miyazaki film, and some
Eyes Wide Shut party, but we're going to feel like and pleasure like a 500-pound man somewhere. I was like, I want to see where this is going, but you have like.
Champagne and 4 cakes. It's like, what situation do you need that? And they went into a cabin. Yeah. It's like, what in cabin situation you need 4 cakes and 2 champagnes for? I don't know. It was so weird, man. And yeah, but I was thinking. I actually had in my mind, it's like a Miyazaki film, and like this big animated rabbit is having a party. So it felt like, dude, that's just so crazy. We are so unrelated musically to everything that's going on here.
Oh, in the world. That's what we find out all the time.
But here especially, it's like...
No, we just put us in Spotify Fresh Jazz for CD Dish Part 2.
Yeah, great.
How related is that?
Dude, that's a great playlist for us.
Yeah, but nothing we do is fucking related to anything.
Yeah.
We never go to a place and we're like, we fit in. We went to, the Elkhart Jazz Festival. Did you feel like, oh yeah, we really
more
fit here?
More than here. I mean, no. But those bass kids, they were playing tribal tech and stuff. Yeah, I felt more like...
Yeah, but they put us specifically one after a tribal because like they opened for us because of that.
Yeah, but
yeah, they kind of made it like the fusion room.
Yeah, fusion is just a different thing. It just never grew to the size, like definitely not this size or like.
Oh, definitely not. What, like fusion cruise?
Yeah, dude, that'd be so funny. It'd be like a lifeboat.
Dude, we're gonna bring everybody. Dennis Chicken.
Like Scott Anderson, us Noy.
It's gonna be like,
what a bunch of fucking...
It's gonna be like dozens of people.
That's gonna be like the saddest, most washed up group of people sitting in the dining hall.
No, but the hang would be way more fun.
The hang would be good. Like if they had like a jam session, that would actually be fun to be there and interesting musically. Yeah. And you'd get to see mishmash. Like here, they have like a jam session thing. You have to sign up 8 months in advance, and then these people get on email chains with each other to decide on which songs they're gonna jam, and they learn all their parts separately, and they get together and just fucking
perform. Like basically
yeah, it's like putting together a performance by correspondence by mail.
But I'm saying the hang would be fun because I would like, it's fun to hang out with Scott. It's fun to hang out with us. It's not that much fun to hang out with most of the musicians here.
I don't know.
When we hung out with John Etheridge, it was fun last time, but he's not here this time around.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like people who are actual jazz lovers.
The guy that I played with last time, the guy from Gong, he was a good guy. But I'm saying a lot of people here now are just like, we're not the same.
They're rock musicians.
We don't have the same
they're not jazz musicians.
Energy either. Like especially the younger guys that are like half 2.5 feet in metal. Mm-hmm. So the vibe is like,
I'm badass, and I'm a little too good for this interaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, some guy told Danny, it's like, I play with Alan Parsons.
It's
It's like, okay.
That's a good day to
Do you like it?
have.
Do you like your job? I don't know. Yeah. No, but something that we noticed when we were opening for Scott Henderson wasn't like that with Alan, but with Scott, like, some of his audience was kind of hated and loved him.
Yeah.
Like, they wanted him to fail.
It's very weird.
Like, there was a real...
Weird vibe in Scott's shows.
Scott's shows they draw a weird kind of energy to where it's like... It's less... Alan Holdsworth just has people who, like, believe that he was an alien prophet.
It's also a lot of a prog guy. It's like, Alan still got a lot of prog people.
And his
Because of
music
the
is
time.
actual prog. He has vocal music from the 70s and 80s with lyrics that people actually listen to his songs.
And then he was kind of collaborating with some of the people that were in the prog
Yeah.
world. With Scott, it's really more...
It's the working guitarists in town.
Yeah, it's guitar... It's like the people that went on guitar forums. In
It's
the 90s.
it's Gear
When
Page.
it
It's
started.
exactly that.
It's when guitar stuff started.
It's a fucking like I know that people listen to our podcast probably like a
It's
good.
some of them. It's
Some,
probably
of you
them,
guys go to Scott shows and we're on the Gear Page, and I want you to like have a moment of shame where we just let's give him 10 seconds of silence.
No, it's most people. You guys
know who you are.
It's like you don't want to just go with everybody that's on the Gear Page. It's not like it's a great hang.
No,
No,
but yeah, some of the people there are just like, they're like, and also like some of the observations are so shallow. It's like after the show, it's like, treble was on 7. How silly! Everybody knows it goes on 6.5.
Yeah,
Really ruined the show for me.
It's weird. It's just too much of the same thing makes a show a little bit weird.
Yeah.
But not. I guess same thing if it's like that, because if it's all metalheads, I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
Actually, in a metal show, it's probably a bit weird
What?
if it's not all metalheads.
Yeah. Yeah, it changes the energy. You don't know how to behave, I mean, like, our show is weird too, because people don't know what to do. Like, am I standing? Am I sitting?
Yeah, I don't
am
like
I
when you say
dancing?
about the dog dancing. I told you fusion dancing, because people do like to dance some of them.
Yeah. I do it. I don't do it when they're standing up
Okay.
and they just
Oh, I
chance.
see.
They're sitting.
Yesterday was all
Yeah.
sit,
Yeah, it's okay. It's funny when they're sitting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fusion dancing is just great, though. I mean, I can live without it, honestly.
Okay, but
I don't care
But
either.
if people want to.
Our music just doesn't.
I just remember like when we were. I'm wondering if it's the same, but when we started with Noah and then even with Justin, we were our drummers. Like dancing would be the pinnacle for them.
Yeah, they thought that that's the ultimate expression of adoration from the crowd.
And when we got people dancing, they would be like, that was the best fucking show we ever got. I remember with Noah when we had people dancing like fools in. Where was it? In the place where fucking criminals stole your drums?
Oh, in Tel Aviv? Yeah, in Florentine.
Vital or whatever.
Vital, yeah.
And I just remember them dancing. And in Israel specifically, it's bad because there is not. Like, they drink a little, right? They drink, but they don't, and smoke weed, but they don't really have that much energy, like a culture of drugs.
Mm-hmm.
And Jews are more self-aware not self-aware in their behavior, but self-aware about dancing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's so awkward always.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's always they're trying to behave like that.
It's like they're trying to dance like bad dancers in America.
Yeah.
It's like they're trying to do a hippie dance.
Be
That's
like,
like
I'm letting loose. Let loose, move your hands, let loose. Everybody's watching you. No, let loose. Like nobody's watching, but we're watching, but nobody's watching. That's what it looks like. Yeah, it's very awkward. All the dance bands in Israel, and also that's why all the dance bands in Israel are really not dancey and groovy.
No.
And I'm sorry, because that's probably one podcast you're gonna listen to with our friend Muscatel. That's the one thing. He was in a pretty famous jazz.
Well, would you ever listen to a podcast?
I don't know, but
You would never.
But he was in a pretty famous funk band in Israel.
Yeah, the Apples.
And when we saw him, one thing I just thought is like, it's not funky.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I always thought. It's just not groovy. It
Yeah.
doesn't make me
Doesn't make you want to do the thing that would make somebody else want to
Yeah.
dance.
Yeah, it doesn't make me even like go above my head like whoa,
Yeah.
like rage or something.
Yeah.
Or like turquoise, and it just it didn't have
It
it.
wasn't tight enough.
Yeah.
I agree. Anyway, this is good for now. We're gonna record more podcasts on this cruise. So, but I think this one had packed a lot in there. A lot of good stories, good moments. See you guys later.
Wait.
Yeah.
Are we gonna release the album
Oh, sometime, yeah, for sure.
by Friday?
No, probably not.
No, why not?
Maybe. Well, anyway, Dirty Horse might come out soon.
Either
We don't
this
know.
week or next week.
But we also have transcriptions for everything with the solos.
Deluxe package. So all the solos, guitar and saxophone in concert, B flat, E flat, and bass clef. So you basically, if you play any instrument that's makes sense, like you play trumpet or saxophone or guitar
Yeah.
or piano, whatever, you have all the charts there. And what you can really do is meet all your friends that play all the instruments and just play all the solos
In unison.
Something we never done. So take it to the next level.
That's right. I like that idea. All right, see you guys.
Goodbye.